Good morning, friends. Here we are for another Owning Your Love morning meditation. If you're new to joining these, got a bunch of new followers recently. Hey, you guys, what I've been doing each morning before I really start my day is checking in with my heart and leading all of you in a little meditative prayer process to tune in to our own heart, our own love. So you can go back and watch any of those videos if you've missed out, if you're joining me new. So I had an experience. Yesterday I talked about experiencing spontaneous deliverance as a result of parts of me coming into alignment with one another and into what God says about me. That was cool. I also had an experience, I'm trying to remember when this was. It was on the weekend, and I was feeling stressed out and a little scared. And I thought, you know what, I've spent the last couple of weeks pretty diligently paying attention to my heart, listening to my emotions and my feelings, loving myself, honoring myself. And if I'm feeling a little scared and lonely right now, I should be able to tap back into that love I have for myself. The way that I've been visualizing it is that my emotional core is like a 5-year-old boy, and current 32-year-old me is paying attention to that boy and is cherishing that boy. But I thought to myself, if I've spent the last couple of weeks cherishing that boy and building trust with that boy, I should be able to feel that boy's love for me. And what was happening was 32-year-old me was a little afraid, and 32-year-old me was feeling anxious and stressed out and needed the love of the 5-year-old. I mean, have you ever had a hug from a 5-year-old? It's got to be one of the best things in life. I have 3 kids. They've all been 5-year-olds at one point. And the love of a 5-year-old is just amazing. And so it's maybe easier for me to imagine, but I know some of you, I'm sure, can tap into that as well. And so I was sitting actually here on the couch, and I was kind of freaking out about a bunch of different things, mostly finances and my family and various other existential crises. And I sat here and I was like, heart, I need to feel your love right now. And so I took a few minutes and I just sat here and I tried to picture in my imagination my inner 5-year-old holding me, the grown-up version of me. And I sat there with the picture, and I just, as we're trying to do, just sit with it. Don't rush. Don't quickly move on to the next. And after about 10 seconds, I felt the fear go and the stress go. And I literally felt the love pouring through my own heart, from my own heart, to me. It was a very fascinating experience. And so I put that out there for you guys, A, to try, and B, to consider if you're trying and it's not working for you and you're not feeling anything, then maybe it's just that we need to keep going with pouring love back into ourselves, and you've got more work to do to earn the trust and the compassionate care of your own inner heart. I'm struggling to find the right language for it, but I know what I'm experiencing. I know it's real, and I know that God is part of it all. So let's go once again. All right? So we want to get in a comfortable, peaceful position. Sitting down, laying down, hopefully not standing, because you can just be a bit more relaxed if you're sitting. Close our eyes. Feel the feelings in your body. Are you holding stress in your neck, in your shoulders, in your face? Try to let that stress go. Take a deep breath. And out. Put one hand on your heart if you can. and visualize your 5-year-old, your child, your inner child, the one before all the pain and loss and trauma. Maybe that's just your heart. Maybe that's, at this point, that's just you talking to yourself. That's okay. Whatever works for you. And use your own name. I'm saying Jonathan. Use your name. Jonathan, I love you. I love you. I'm proud of you. You're special to me. You're my best friend. And I'm sorry for all the years that I've ignored you and all the moments that I haven't listened to you. But I'm gonna keep listening now. And I'm really thankful for you. I'm really thankful for the way that you've been caring for me, even when I haven't seen it. I'm thankful for all the feelings and emotions that you bubble up. Sometimes I shut them down, and I'm sorry for doing that. But I'm thankful that you've been speaking to me my entire life. I want your help to understand what you're saying so that I can respond appropriately. And if you can access a sense of happiness and gratitude, and see if you can project that onto yourself. Be thankful for yourself. Honestly, guys, I keep bumping into these quotes every day. Things like, if I asked you to make a list of all the things you loved, how long would it take for you to name yourself? Or something I saw a bunch of people share the other day that was like, I asked you who your favorite person in the world was, and I had just hoped you would say it was you. And I know that we have been trained, so many of us, theologically, to think very little of ourselves. And I'm not saying that that's like completely wrong. There's a whole framework for understanding ourselves in light of God and His glory and how we fit into the puzzle. But I think for so many of us, what we've done is we've devalued ourselves. We've cut ourselves down. We've made ourselves into garbage in our own eyes. But we're not garbage in the Lord's eyes. We are the person of His great desire and His great affection. So if this is scary for you, don't worry, it's scary for me too. But I just keep feeling like God's saying, this is the way I want you to feel about yourself, because this is the way I feel about you. So we need to take time to sit in that. And that's what I'm doing every day here, taking time to sit in that, not rush on and not be like, yeah, I love myself, but God is greater, God is greater, God is greater. Take time. Let your heart feel your own love, because it's an act of worship and it's an act of agreement with what God says about you. So have a wonderful day, you guys. Head to jonathanpuddle.com. I've got a brand new article up on practical parenting tips that is sure to challenge some of you. So have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye-bye.